2, 3, 4.
Hey guys, this is Shay from England Volkers Kitty, and to our advisors out there, I want to explain to you just some of the home advertising tools you have. Now, there's a lot of things you're going to want to do when you list a home, but on the marketing side of things, you can trust me to take care of your 3D modeling, your floor plans, your yard sign, a photo and a video, and we'll get to some of the requirements that you need to do, but these are really just things to help you, you know what I mean? Like, we need a 48-hour minimum notice for anything that we do marketing for the home. Now, this is to your benefit. You need to do things like make sure the house is clean, make sure it's presentable, make sure that there's no loitering or people present during my 3D or filming. And the reason for that is because that confuses people. They're like, wait, you don't want the home owner to be there? You don't want anyone to be there? Well, the agent can be there. The reason the agent can be there is because I can be walking them through the process of what I'm doing, and generally the agent will kind of just let me do my job after that. A lot of the time people want to ask me questions or they keep me engaged, and that kind of like, it's like little distractions at a time, little here and there, talking for 5 seconds, doing this, answering a question they might have, or that last minute cleanup that they might do, like, oh wait, before you film in here, I need to, can I just, the best thing is if I can walk in, do the job, film where I need to film, get in, get out, done. You know what I mean? That's kind of the best way I want to do this, and really it's the most efficient way. And the problem is if there is somebody there doing those little changes, especially for the 3D model, like for example, this chair. So if I put this chair here, right, and I'm doing a 3D model and I put a camera here, it scans a room, and where it scans, it connects to every single part of the image around it, right? So when I scan over here, it knows that it's right here because everything around it is in the position that it's in, right? So it knows that it went from here to here. But if I go from here, do a scan, and then I move the chair, then I try to do a scan over here, it might have enough relative data to know that it did in fact move over here, but it's using a part of the image to try to relocate and figure out where it is. And so not only would that ruin your 3D model, because by the way, we didn't put 3D model there to be kidding. It actually does make a 3D model of the house, at least on the inside. It's pretty cool. You can like look at the entire house. It's like really cool. And you could show it to people, you could send a link, you can make posts about it, sending it to the link where people can look at the 3D model. There's a lot of things you can do with it. It's an advertising tool for your home advertising tools. But the problem is, if there's people there during the filming, they might be making little changes like that. And I wouldn't say it'll ruin it, because little stuff like that most of the time, you can still work with it, but don't you want the best product possible? Well, we know how to make the best product possible. The problem is, there are a few requirements. So, I think we went through all these, right? Let's just go over them again. A 48-hour notice. Just tell me 2 days in advance when you want to do it. Don't tell me the day of or the day before, because I got to charge the camera. I got to be ready. I have to make sure my schedule's open, right? The house has to be clean, no loitering or people present, to the best of your ability. Sometimes homeowners will want to be present. They will want to be pushy. They're not going to say no. It's your job to persuade them, to give them the information I just gave you so that they understand why it is that way. But if they're still pushy, I'm not going to be real hard on you about it, and it's not our policy to be hard. So it's not like we won't allow it, but like I said, it's to your benefit for the reasons that I've listed. And I need at least a 4 to 6 hour window to film. That is a big deal. Not a huge deal, because we can work, like I said, it's about an hour for every 1,000 square feet. About. We figured it out that it's something like that, you know what I mean? So as long as I have a 4 to 6 hour window, we can pretty much take care of everything while I'm also taking photos and videos of the house. Because as well as doing a 3D model, which by the way, we'll also, because we're doing the 3D model of the house and doing a virtual tour, which is where people can actually go through the house as if they're actually there, you know. It also creates a floor plan for the scans you do. Now, it's equivalent to a blueprint, but you can't actually call it a blueprint because the floor plan that we make is based on the 3D model we take, right? And the 3D model we take does not account for every detail of the house, right? It only accounts for the interior that we film. So that's why it's not technically a blueprint, but it's a floor plan that we can put on a flyer, and you can put your advertising on it, or maybe just your name, contact information, right? And so if you're doing an open house, you're like, here, take a floor plan so you can have a map of the house as you're walking through it, right? But it's also got my name on it, so in case you want to contact me, you can just keep it. The best thing to do for any listing is the yard sign, and to always make sure your yard sign is the best it can be. Now we have these like 7-8 foot big yard signs. It's got a little red ball on it, you know what I mean? Because it's the Engel Volkers, like, you know, company way to have that, you know, the way it looks, it's a big sign, you know. And then you have these, well, I actually have one right here. You have these signs, which are actually branded to you. Now these are sold separately, 100% sold separately. Sorry about that. There's always people coming in and out of this office. I won't even edit that, that's fine. Did you hear that? Open, yeah. But anyway, these are the signs that you'll need. Now you'll have to order these separately, but I mean, if you don't know how to do it, we know how to do it. We can just walk it through you easy. And you'll notice that that's how a lot of our policies are. For the most part, this is just a 1-2 of the stuff I do. Make a 3D model, make sure you get a floor plan, put a sign in the yard. You have to request that separately, but make sure you ask about it, you know what I mean? Because if you don't ask about it, I'm not gonna show up with one, right? And that's a communication thing. And so I'll be sure to ask, but it's one of those things where as long as we're keeping in touch with the little things you need, I'll make sure you're always taken care of, you know what I'm saying? And so it's one of those things where as long as you have these things covered, this is the 1-2 of what I can do. But the way my job actually works at this company is anything you actually need, anything that I might be able to do, we can do it. I've had people come to me with abstract ideas and design implements for marketing plans that we haven't done, for things that are quite frankly like things we don't really, you know, do or have an expertise in. But as long as it's something I can design, and as long as it's something that you feel like is a marketing tool that will be to your best benefit, it's what I'm here for. And I mean that absolutely. So, as far as our home advertising tools are concerned, for your listing presentation program, my handwriting's really bad, but I hope I went through all these. And for anything else you need, just be sure to come straight to me. Or you can email me, or whatever. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you around.
For all time's sake.